Is it possible to get rich from nothing? Naturally, you may, and you don't have to be born into a wealthy family to be rich. You don't even have to be the best. Becoming a millionaire is the dream of many, but the reality of few achieving economic success is not as difficult as you might think. You can never become rich without doing productive work and doing nothing with your valuable time. However, making your first million can be a reality with the appropriate mindset and dedication. Others have great ideas, but they have yet to turn their aspiration into monetary wealth. Why? Because their ideas are just ideas. Ideas without an implementation plan are nothing more than ideas. Wealth, first and foremost, is a matter of choice. If you spend more than you earn in a month making heavy use of loans and financing, your wallet will be full of liabilities or debt, compromising your ability to save lots of money and invest. On the other hand, if you tend to adopt a moderate lifestyle, it's virtually confident that you will be well provided with assets. This doesn't mean not having an automobile or never taking a holiday. It's the ability to weigh your expenses more carefully. It's that 60-inch TV such an essential buy? And is that 170 horsepower German car necessary for getting around? Frequently asking yourself these questions indicates that your cash may likely be used better. Let's start now. As nothing, Grant Cardone, who for 35 years has encouraged companies and helped people make more money, has authored the Millionaire booklet, How to Get Super Rich, has always stated that everyone can get on a prosperous path. Even though you have this moment, you're sitting on your IKEA armchair in your home, or while you're squashed against a wall in the subway. No matter where or who you are, what you have, and what you're doing, you can leave home with a lot of money. Therefore, starting at the moment, you can become rich. The fact is, Cardone is the individual who oversees 4 corporations that accumulate billions of dollars every year. Follow these 8 steps, and you'll become rich, as recommended by Grant Cardone. He presents these ideas and procedures to you, and they are also good for you. Before we start about these steps, make sure to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to click the notification bell for more videos. Number 1. Change your mindset. Your millionaire life begins the instant you start changing your mindset. What has not allowed you to become rich is not limited to your current circumstances, your education, and your work, but your mindset. If you tell yourself that you are digging your own grave, convince yourself that you can do it. Becoming a millionaire is not unthinkable. Number 2. Do some math. Begin thinking exactly how many ways there are to make $1 million. For instance, if you sell out an item for $100 to 10,000 people, you will have made $1 million before your income stream has been productive. The same result is achieved if you sell a $200 item to 5,000 people. Thanks to the internet, reaching the masses has become simpler thanks to e-commerce and eBay or Facebook advertisements. Merely repeating, "I need to accumulate wealth," isn't enough to achieve real wealth. The important primary step is to lay out a plan for success, which should be written down. Having a funding strategy represents the beginning and what determines its success. For example, let's say you want to open an eating venue. It will not be successful if you don't plan appropriately. How much do you plan to make in the first year, second, and third year? What kind of customers does the business need to achieve that objective? And how much should the company investment in that objective to reach it? And so on. Are a couple of questions you must ask yourself. Your financial plan must hold as many choices as possible. Like the Monopoly box, a well-crafted financial plan should always include the items unexpected and probability. Number 3. Create 3 sources of income. If you merely have one source of income, you are in danger of losing that source of income because the company could shut down overnight. And so, if your income is dependent on a single job, tomorrow could be the day your income source disappears altogether. Whether it's a job in the public sector or the private sector, the same goes. Despite all the advantages of lifelong employment contracts, the traditional job security of the past is no longer valid. Financial security and a good job are essential, but you should also diversify your income streams. The rich always have many avenues of revenue. You must have at least 3. For example, you could invest in financial products you can sell online. You can start a personal blog or invest in the stock market, or spend your time learning about a foreign language. Attending a website and renting out a vacation home to start an Airbnb are some of the alternatives. Number 4. Learn a high income. A high-paying skill is a talent that permits you to make a minimum of $10,000 in a month. Why should you learn a high-paying skill? Because you do not need any capital expense and you don't have to perform any activity. All you need to do is look for a single thing that you like to do, and you can do it well. Now that you have to find out the customers who may require your business, you select to do copywriting, advertisements, sales pages, Facebook ads, email marketing, etc. Copywriting is a way to generate high earnings because it can make you at least $10,000 a month. You have to study initially, but numerous online resources are available at no charge. However, you can still buy a good lesson and lots of books on copywriting to save time. Secondly, locate clients and sell them your services to receive your copywriting. An example of this is assisting you to improve a site's copywriting by turning you into a conversion specialist. Finally, the internet appears to have become the answer to everything. So let's see how to make money online. How to make money can be different, and how to earn money online requires specific elements. First, let's look at 7 ways to make money online. You can create a blog, YouTube channel, or any other social network. Sell your products or services on Amazon, eBay, or other sites. Learn to code or make websites or fix them. These are among the ways individuals make the most money for the future. Become an internet search engine optimization expert. We don't say that at random, and those who understand something about it also know how hard it's. Carry out the publisher's activity and find agreements with platforms to put advertising on your websites or products. For example, you can utilize YouTube or Instagram to find opportunities and calls to begin your business. Number 5. Hang out with the right people. The phrase crisis is entirely conditional. We often hear people say, "There's no money around." In the same way, there's a crisis. Nothing could be more incorrect. Keep in mind that money is never changing. No one takes it. For that reason, it's impossible to state that there's less money around. In reality, money is always the same and probably even more than it was yesterday because the bank always prints more. So, in writing things to sell, start searching the banks to find out who owns your money. For example, if you want to offer items for wedding parties, log on to Facebook groups of newlyweds. Then, start investing by going to international luxury events in the city if you would like to market Rolex watches. Business and finance are complicated fields when approached alone and from the outside. It's not easy to determine whether an investment or a company's startup strategy is profitable or unproductive for the layman. The variables that influence the performance and the correct value of an investment fund, for example, are many the risk of doing it yourself, not just that of investing in risky and unprofitable investments. But in addition to being unable to select the business that agrees to your budget or business needs, you must surround yourself with the right people. These professionals know how to tackle the thousands of technical problems that any entrepreneur faces regularly. Number 6. Save. If you're an impulsive shopper, I have bad news. You must learn to save. Once you have identified your first couple of paychecks, you are likely to be enticed to take them out here and there. You will be inclined to pay a portion away, so I urge you to allocate only a specific part of your income to this intention. I suggest that you set a particular portion of your income towards this goal. Let's say as little as 10% and put the rest aside or invest it again. Don't waste money on futile expenditures, such as vacations in the tropics. After completing such indulgences, cars, clothes, gourmet restaurants, and 5-star establishments continue to lead the same lives. Consider any superfluous purchases as untouchable deposits. Open a separate bank account where you will easily deposit your savings and refrain from touching them. Number 7. Invest. As soon as your earnings start trickling in, you'll be inclined to live off those earnings and spend them on life as you see fit. There are no problems with this, but make a savings account to segregate your income and think of your cash only for new investments and not on holidays and entertainment. You won't have to purchase those in the past or purchase excess products. Also, do not concentrate only on a single investment. The golden rule to investing is to diversify. In every stock, invest in more than one. In this manner, even on a day in which one stock falls, letting you reduce the damage. It will not be difficult for all stocks stocks to turn negative, but not impossible. And by diversifying the portfolio, the risks are contained. Allow me to illustrate this with an example. Imagine you were in 1988 and you've got $10,000 to invest. You decide to invest $1,000 in 10 different investments, including one in Microsoft. We are all aware that Microsoft has gotten crazy success. So now, let's assume that your remaining 9 investments have had nothing to show to date, and you've lost absolutely everything. Yet, because of your investment in Microsoft, you still have $500,000 in your account. This is why it's important to diversify your portfolio. A sound portfolio can deal with many failures and still provide good results. Number 8, never go into debt. You are a slave to the banking system if you are in debt. You have to earn enough money to repay them and maintain your required standard of living, perhaps at a job you don't necessarily enjoy. Therefore, don't borrow if you're thinking about starting your own business or creating something, but you have to get into debt for it. This way, you're riskless, and in addition, the lack of funds forces us to use creative solutions to issues. In conclusion, money is neither good nor bad. It's just a tool we've chosen for ourselves. How do we get to use it? Think about how it impacts your life. Why do you use money? What are the joys and anxieties money can buy you? How can the money be helpful to others? It can ruin your life. Give yourself what you need to live your life. Once you have enough money, spend time and energy on your growth. Do something worthwhile and help others instead of making excuses and putting off your chores. No one will do it for you. You must do it yourself. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to hit the like button. Please click the subscribe button, and don't forget to click the notification bell. Have a good day, and see you again in another video. Goodbye.